Load, please. Please load. Be live now. Question mark. Large question mark, indeed. I do not trust this statement. I do not trust the little light glowing like, yes, you are. Well, once again. Wait for the other one to load. Just loaded. I shall now assume to be alive. Hello there, my little people, for once again a bit of a rescheduling on my part. Again, I had to change things around once again in the most grand of fashion. But, well, so be life sometimes. It has a tendency to fuck you over, but I'm not one to complain, overly much. Now, post one thing here, post one thing there, do everything everywhere. Hey, it rhymes. Now, everything is set up, we shall then go for glorious playing as soon as I have clicked my way around to where I wanted to go. Where did I want to go? I wanted to go here. Well then, let me change things around for you. Roop and roop. Okay, I clicked something. Oh yeah. For a second I was like, who the fuck are you supposed to be? Right, I played around with the makeover function and I've created some horrible abominations. Abominations so bad that you are probably better off not knowing. Oh, you might be wondering who the fuck is that? That question would be absolutely right up anyone's specifically, because, well, it's not easy to tell. This is I, you know, the one with the gaudy dress. I decided that, well, basically, no, I wanted to actually make them good at everything, but that didn't work, so I made them good at 3 out of 4 stats that they have, you know, the sexy, cute, funny, and whatever fuck thing. And, well, in order to create, well, something, I ended up with that look. Let's not think about that too deeply, shall we? It's a horrible creature.
Hi.
But well, what can I do?
Hi.
So I kind of had to do some rescheduling here, because I will not be around later. I kind of end up, you know, in this situation, but, well, I'll take it like it is and I'm going to enjoy it. Also, I had this game running in the background anyway, and let you know things happen.
Hi. 私、休みの日はですね、一人でブラブラお買い物したり、お家で映画見たりしてます。
なるほどな。
一人で過ごすのがほとんどですね。
But well, what can I say?
気
After
楽ですし、
a nice amount of rescheduling,
一人で行動するのがあまり苦
we're
にな
gonna
らな
play
いタイプな
some
んです。
Yakuza now. This is probably gonna be the only stream for today. I actually had the idea that if I managed to do it, actually had to do a nice double act. And creating us a nice...
そうそう。あと、美味しいご飯屋さんを発掘したりとかもしますね。
Basically, a nice situation where we can introduce a
結構いいお
new
店と
little
か知って
thing I
るん
would
で
like
す
to
よ。
start playing at some point, but I guess I'm gonna go for the, well, original plan I had in mind, not my sort of together plan. Yeah, wanna go together? I mean, if she knows good restaurants, I'm always up for good food. Not that difficult, actually. I mean, he's like, what, 20 or something? You shouldn't have that difficult of a plate. Give him something nice and meaty and he's probably gonna be somewhat happy.
真島さんが好きそうなもの。獣料理とか虫とかかな。
Would you think that?
おいおい。
Most people actually don't, I think.
そういう真島さんは休
Ooh.
日どんなことされてる？
Well, his hobby is sitting in a very empty apartment and doing nothing. I mean, I'm assuming he's doing... Actually, that is very hard to say because, well, I'm pretty sure that every culture has their own specific things, but looking around that apartment, it seems like he's pretty much not doing anything.
毎日お疲れ様です。私、
Well, yeah, he's basically working some more. Then he's running around. Well, to be fair, that's my fault, basically. And then he goes home and sleeps. He has quite literally nothing in that apartment. I'm amazed. I mean, you know, some personal touches. Even, you know, just to keep up appearances would be nice. Maybe he's just not expecting to have anyone over or
真島
something.
さんがもっともっと元気にお仕事できるように、私が
Take care of me, you're saying. What do you offer?
そうだ。真島さんはもし私が彼女だったらどうやって癒してほしいですか？
Okay, woman.
私、
Let me
何
introduce
でも
you
しちゃいます
into the
よ。
great world of man's simple desires. It's basically, what would be my hit list right now? Comfort, food, sex. In this order. First, I like to have comfort. As you know, having somebody here who actually takes care of me when I'm feeling depressed from working that many freaking hours. That would be very neat. Secondly, food. While I can cook, to some degree, it's not necessarily something I enjoy doing, and it shows in my results. It's more on the practical sort, so actually having somebody who would, you know, like to cook would probably give me a very much better result. Secondly, thirdly, you know, the good old playing around on the mattress, bit of fun under the bed sheets, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's not that high on my priority list, but could go for a round or two, maybe, potentially. Yeah, been a while. Actually, not that long, but yeah, been a while. Although it's actually they kind of depend on the woman, but yeah, let's start with massage. Probably not a good idea to fall into the door with that sort of statement. Probably better to start with a bit smaller.
マッサージですか？私うまいんですよ。お父さんに褒められたこともありますから。
I'm sorry to say, little one, but even if you sucked at as your father would probably be still like, that's nice. Darling, very, very nice of you. I don't know, training these girls is kind of fun, honestly. I kind of finished up Ai's training, and there was a hilarious little situation where we stalked her, because she was like, I have a date after this, basically, and Majima got a bit scared, and the manager got scared too, Mr. Yoda, just not green and small, and we stalked her, and we had a hilarious misunderstanding with her father, and it was fun to watch, honestly. And then I was kind of like, shit, I should have streamed it. That would have been a hilarious laugh. We could have laughed about it together. I hope that Aishan has something nice like that too. I kind of was like, okay, this training has no, you know, it's only this little conversation part. That's fun. I was actually not aware that there was more. I think I started to get a bit suspicious when there was some karaoke date, but I was like, okay, you've seen me sing, you've seen how singing works in this game. Really nothing else to it, so me.
もちろん
Once again,
私得意なんですよ。
underestimated
足
it.
つぼマッサージ。
Foot massage. Well, to each their own. Personally, I prefer back massage, but me. Well, to each their own, I suppose. I suppose indeed.
何が知りたいですか？
Do wonder what the fuck is with the
何で
Japanese
も
and
教
their
えちゃいます
little
よ。
Don't me. That makes my skin crawl to some degree. Really not my sort of thing.
得意なことか。なんだろう。お仕事かな。
What work precisely? Many different kinds of it.
そうか。
Oh, I am glad you're here. Although you're good with men is a very easily misunderstood thing to say, and Yosuchifu kind of misses the whole point. Well, yeah, well. Let's motivate our employee. I'm glad you're here. You're doing a good job.
あ、今真島さんはお客さんなんですから、支配人みたいなこと言っちゃダメですよ。
It's actually easier said than done, to put it very fucking mildly. You can take the manager out of the store, but you cannot take the store out of the manager. And that's quite literally, and this is something somebody once told me, lodged that deeply up your ass. If you smile with an open mouth, I can actually see it winking at me. It's like, that's a statement and a half, isn't it?
でも嬉しいな。これからもここで頑張っていきますね、真島さん。
An easy rule to remember and to live by, actually. Never forget this. No one dislikes compliments. People like hearing nice things about themselves. It's, can, in the right degree and right amount, get you very far. Just don't overdo it, otherwise people are gonna think you're a bit of a nice kisser. But generally speaking, you know, a few nice words here and there, that's the lubricant that keeps all of our social interactions going smoothly. Right, things gone a bit different if we would be playing something very different, and very sorry that that doesn't work out. I will once again mention that this is going to be the only stream today, because again I have to go out and because we have someone interested in buying some of our company assets. Stuff that we kind of want to get rid of because we want to slim down the whole thing, so the actual buying price goes down. Also, if we do it like this, we can potentially get some of the loan repaid to the bank, so that is going to lessen our burden too. So there, it has some importance to it. Otherwise, I wouldn't just, you know, skip out on my usual evening entertainment. But I really can't foresee yet just how long this is going to take. Could be anywhere. I could be home on time. But if I am actually going to be in a mood to, you know, stream then or not is highly up in the air. And I really don't want to take that risk. Because I could very well be home a lot later, so, you know, there's that. Yeah, just so you're aware, once again. Oh, weaknesses, woman.
苦手なことか。悪口とかですかね。
That's not a weakness. That's a strong point, actually. Then again, it's also a lie, because there has not been... Oh, actually, I will have to think about this for a second. No. I think apart from... No, not even that. I have not met even one single woman that is not at some point indulged in the high art of gossiping a rather mean way about other people. Mostly as a woman, actually. I mean, I'm sure. Woman, too. That mouth man. A lot. You know, have a lot of time to do that when you're going in groups to the fucking toilet. But, at least from what I have heard so far, what my mind spits out is, yeah, pretty harsh words against most other women. I don't know, maybe women just are inherently very, very hierarchical beings and like to, you know, have a very clear-cut picking order determined by who gets to determine who's get bad-mouthed and who is the one that gets bad-mouthed and what else. Personally, I like the more clear-cut relationship that most men have. It's a lot better for me personally. But hey.
私、人の悪口を聞くのが好きじゃなくて、聞いてるだけで落ち込んじゃうんですよ。
Then you're not going to survive long in this world. At least not as a woman.
なるほどな。
I mean, that kind of depends, you know, throwing some shit around with your friends is kind of fun. So, you know, even if some of them end up the butt of the joke, it's all in good faith.
この業界、特にそういうの多いじゃないですか。たまに、なん
Well,
でそん
that's
なこと言
because
うん
it's
だろうって
in business
落ち
where
込んじゃう時もあり
you
ます。
hire women specifically on very shallow attitudes like their looks and then put them in a pecking order. So you give them something that's easily comparative, like, you know, their income, like how much can you make your customer spend on you, basically, or spend on a club, basically. Makes bet moving a lot easier like that. As I said, women tend to have a bit of a... I mean, it is probably part of how their social, the internal social etiquette between women works to some degree, but it seems to be a rather large part of it. I don't think that's going to disappear. Doesn't mean that they all enjoy it, mind you. Just that, you know, I guess it's a bit of group thinking thing, like if I'm part of them, that are doing the bad mouthing, then at least I'm not getting bad mouthed, something like that. People rarely like to be, you know, the outcast, the pariah or something. It's not enjoyable. Well, for some it is actually. Some people actually deliberately search for that sort of thing. Different types, eh? I do wonder if at some point actually gonna meet a woman that also enjoys being the outsider to a certain specific other group. I wonder. You know, just ignore them is probably the only way you can deal with it. Drama queens are trash is a very stupid thing to say, considering what sort of business we're running. There are gonna be drama queens all over the fucking place, and the walls, and the ceiling, and you probably can't walk even 2 steps without quite literally stepping on one. So, yeah, just ignore them.
真島さん
Well, I mean, you know, it's not really as...
真島さんってすごい前向きですね
it's just a typical male
なん
point
かジーン
with
とし
female
ちゃっ
problem,
た
going like, yeah, just ignore it. I do think that there are some fundamental differences in the thinking processes between men and women. Actually, that's part of what makes it fun to interact with each other. It's part of the
確
attraction,
かに
basically.
私人がどう思ってるかとか気にしすぎかもしれませんねなんか楽になりましたありがとうございます
Well, as long as you're happy, little one. I have made you into a horrible monster, but your stats... Actually, I'm going to show you what I mean. Actually did the same to poor little Yuki, so I'm sorry to say. If you liked her look before, I murdered her. I did so for good purpose, though. And I will show you what I mean. Basically, also, you know, since we're here. What I want to do is basically doing precisely what the title says. I kind of want to let the girls work a bit for me, because I want to have some money. I did kind of play a few rounds of the cabaret club beforehand, you know, as in finishing up Yugi's training, which is why you missed really good stuff there. I'm very sorry about that. Actually, I am, for once, because it was really fun. The hiding animations of Majima and Yoda were amazing. They hit in a, you know that sort of scene where you see the wall, and basically just the heads poking out sideways. It was hilarious as fuck. I was like, shit. Whatever. Basically, since we want to finish her, and I think there's like 6 lessons or so, we have to basically run the business 6 times in order to do it, which is also going to earn me money. Now, go for makeover. Yeah, this is how Yuppie happens. As you can see, her look stats, her sexy, beauty, and cute is up all the fucking way. But no matter how you turn it, you can't get all of them up. So I kinda decided that, wait a second, I can get 3 up. So... Okay, can I see I worked from the back? First one has no funny, the second one has no cute. The next one I get will have no beauty, and the next one will have no sexy. And then I have basically 2 slots left that I can somewhat just vary or let be as they are. That, you know, this is... It creates the stats. That is how this look came to be. It creates precisely the stats I wanted. But I hate the look. That suit look on a woman, really not my thing, honestly. The dress I can somewhat get behind. It's not my favorite color, and the gold is kinda killing it for me. The bracelet is just... trash. And the haircut, personally I prefer long hair. Oh well, you know. It's a sacrifice you do for your stats. To some degree. Yeah, since we can't do any more special training, we shall change around our cast again so that people that are tired can actually rest and people that are not tired can actually work. I also picked up almost all of the things. I think we're missing only the platinum ones at this point. Which means I have enough to choose from that I can just go like, just let people work that don't have any tiring things on them. And at worst we end up with silver, basically. Pretty sweet deal, right? Yeah. It's amazing what you can do if you actually don't take, you know, your silver breaks. And instead actually use them for something else. Also, of course, means that all of the silver ones will get an opportunity to actually get some levels. Because I'm assuming that the higher the levels are, the better they are, but as you can see, the bronze ones are not getting much use any longer. Mostly because why would I if I can get the better ones, you know? Okay, let's make some money. Let the goals work for us. And I think they like sexy and energetic also. We have one specific for this one already. Danger long sessions, danger talking and feeling like lovers. Get yourself a lover then. Since we have pretty much got this under the table, I do kind of want to look at the stats though. How many fans do we have in the mass area? Why the fuck did you... Wait a second. Is there Yuki standing in the background and she looks like she wants to talk to me. I can review that. It's amazing. Oh, that opens up many chances for you to see that too. I will do that at the end of the episode, if I can. Because, you know, the karaoke date and stuff wasn't that much, but that thing, that was awesome. Club status. Okay, we have like 4,700 fans. If we can get 300 more, we'd be at over 5,000. As you can see, I also just bought all of the businesses, the partnerships basically. I don't own them, like Kiryu does. I partner with them. And it seemed like the logical next area to target. I mean, basically those two. Because both are rank D, and I'm also rank C at this point, so... I don't know, we're making pretty damn good. Yeah, let's actually finish up the mass area. I think 5,000 fans is... that's a reasonable number to achieve. Basically, we're just doing it to get the special training to reset. Also, it's honestly a fun little mini game. I said before, this game does mini games really well actually. I can't complain. So we're getting a lot more average than before. Which means we're actually getting people that actually bring some money in. I think I can make up to 20 millions or so at this point. In one round, which a fucking nice amount of money. I do love this little animation. Nice and discreetly. Going in, doing his business, going out again. Without much of a fuss. Truly a pretty damn good manager. I have to give him that much. So we are making a nice amount of money of this, so it's actually not bad. Revenge. Favor her bitches. Celebrate and give me more money. Yes, I learned my lessons well. Although I do sometimes misclick. I don't know why, but it just happens, you know. More fever! Look at that, the people are happy. Nice. Honestly, I could probably go for gracious gifts. But honestly, I think we should be good enough like this. Extend session. Nice. Of course, you still sometimes get the, you know, poor person in. Can't really do much about that, honestly. It's just how it is sometimes.
ご延長はいかがでしょう。延長でご延長ありがとうございます。ようこそ参加。どうもどうも。ほんまありがたいし、めっちゃ嬉しい。ありがとうございました。
Oh, we are making some nice amount of money here.
盛り上がってきたわ。フィーバーするで。
And I do get a lot of sunshine fevers now.
ようこそ。
So yeah, all things considered, things are going relatively well. Also, it helps with the girls regenerating, basically. I basically get healthier and healthier. If you get enough of it. And goodbye. Interesting thing is actually the mass area is basically a mixed area. So you do get very different tastes people. Makes it a bit harder to plan, but then again our rooster is basically full of everything. Refill ice. Yeah, it was. See, the only problem is actually making the brain realize which of the options is and then actually finding where it says what we want. Boom! Almost everybody is celebrating. Well, almost everybody. Two are still just a bit reluctant, but well. We should still make a nice amount of money. A very nice amount of money out of this. So long as we don't fuck it up, that is. But, yeah, I don't see it. Wonder how many fans we're actually gonna gain this time. And to check, please. Sunshine fever never ends. Okay, I misclicked there because I was kind of feeling pressured for time. Well, I guess we can afford that. I mean, I'm not actually doing it for the money right now. The money is a nice side effect at this point. Shit, it was refill ice, wasn't it? Brain has decided the other option looked nicer. Beautiful mistake, that one. We tried our bestest. And once again, fever. Fever power! I mean, it's only 6 seconds left. There's not really much to do. Right, that's kind of, you know, a relaxing way to make some money. See, I'm still making like 24 million. Get some stats up. Yeah, we're over 5,000 by a lot. 655. So that would mean the next one we are at 6,000. If I target the mass area, we could actually get to maybe 9999. I think that's the max amount of fans we can have. So you have to imagine, we surfaced 17 customers. We got over 600 new fans. Okay, let me put this into perspective. That's basically like me streaming for, let's say, 3 active viewers, and I get like 200 or so followers out of it. I would be very, very suspicious. Like, what do you see? Very suspicious indeed. On in. Second lesson of the day.
はーい。
Also, of course, this game has actually made me a bit more rediscover the humble energy drink for myself. Because whenever I think about that, my main characters are healing with an energy drink, I kind of prepare one just sitting next to me so I can, you know, feel a bit more in it. It's kind of fun how that works. Well, knowledge that you can just have fun with playing games, you know.
えへへ。
Stop with the hehehe, please. It's making me annoyed.
そうやな。
はい。もちろんいいですよ。
それじゃあ、
男の人のタイプか。優しい人かな。人の気持ちがわかる大人な男の人がいいな。
Well, how old do I need to be a mature guy? I might actually fall into your strike zone.
あはは。そうかも。
22, Jesus, yeah,
私
basically a
今
chick.
22歳です
Baby
から。
chick.
私よりも年下ってなると大人って感じはしないですよね。
Ah, 22. The early 20s. And you think you actually are an adult. Oh boy, you will grow up in time and realize, and looking back, like, oh man, I was still a child back then, wasn't I? Oh, old guy fall for you. Ah?
本当ですか？やったー。真島さんが私をそんな風に思
Well,
っ
I
て
mean,
くれ
to
て
be
るなんて
fair,
嬉しいな。
kinda changes. When I was a teenager, the idea of a major woman wasn't unappealing, to put it mildly. I think about it. The young chicks do get a bit more staring. I'm in one of my age category, don't they? Maybe I'd actually fall for that. Interesting.
え
That was rather insightful.
あはは。照れてる照れてる。
まったく。
Well, you ain't mature yet when something like this can get you actually blush. I mean, you know, come on, you're not a horny teenager anymore.
それじゃあ、
偉そうな人かな。そうそう。そういう人のこと。そうだ。真島さんは態度が悪いお客。
そうやな。
It's part of the job, eh?
おっとな。真島さん、大人ですね。
Not really, that's
Kakoi?
just how it is in any sort of business where you have to deal with customers. There are not just going to be nice customers. There will be days where you feel like every single bad customer you have ever known to exist, and even those you didn't know exist, will show up at your doorstep and being annoying as fuck. There are many ways, according to management guidance, that help dealing with that. Everything from changing perspective to imagining them in funny situations to other such nonsense. Honestly, just keeping in the back of your head that at the end of the day, your fucking store helps a lot with that. And patience. Lots and lots and lots of fucking patience. Oh boy. True
そ
enough.
の通りですね。勉強になります。
Well, if you say so. So far this has gone surprisingly well. But mostly because it's also part of my, you know, field of expertise, I guess.
あ、それ聞いちゃいます？恥ずかしいから私と真島さん。
Dribble
違
to
い
get.
ますよ。実はまだ一人しか付き合ったことないんです。
You're 22. Sounds okay in my books. If we think that's a bit of a long-lasting end of teenage, early adult relationship. We're talking maybe 4 years, 5 years time. That would put you start at 17 or something. That seems legit.
何やと？
前のお店のお客さんだったんですけどね。前の店では特に規制もなかったので、そういう子は結構多かったです。
Well,
で
that
も
turned out quite different from
私
what I
は
imagined.
3週間で別れちゃ
3
ったけ
weeks.
ど、
That's not much.
私振られちゃったんです。ひどくないですか？もう。私、彼氏の前では無口になるみたいで、それがダメだったらしいです。イメージと違う。
Well, no.
もっと明るい子だと思
I
ってた
can
って
see how the misunderstanding came to be, though. Basically, the personality she uses in the club is, of course, going to be relatively outgoing because, well, you kind of need to in order to get customers. So, well, if you base your ideas of how she is on that particular note, you will most definitively end up with a bit of a reality punch in the face. But, well, yeah, if you're just being you, I mean, they either take you or leave it. That'd be a good analog to that particular situation. Kinda like how, you see, I have a few posters I do really like, of very, very broad things. For example, I do always have, I have ever since I was, when was that actually? I think I got the Playboy magazine with the year calendar in it on my 18th birthday, I think. It should be my 18th birthday. Ever since then, every year I have, well, bought the magazine precisely once a year to get the new calendar and hang it on my wall. It has been hanging there since basically forever. In every bloody single apartment and house I have ever had the pleasure of living. I of course did that too, while, you know, I had girlfriends and the like. The reactions were of course rather different. Some were like, okay, pretty damn artful. Others were not so pleased about having, you know, naked women looking pretty damn smug and good about themselves in their vicinity. My ex-wife in particular had a bit of a problem. But basically my point was like this, and let me be honest, that's not the only thing that's hanging on my wall. There's also a few models of ships of different types, some, you know, just sailing ships, some ships of the line, but also a nice, where is it, there it is, nice little picture of the Bismarck. I do like the Bismarck, I like the design, what can I say? And some other stuff, also some random nonsense that I got with games. Actually, I also have, where is it, there it is, some 1, 2, 3 actually, anime pictures hanging on my little wall. So I have kept that up forever. It's just part of myself, and so my wife was like, you can't hang that, but what about the kids and stuff? I was like, doesn't really matter to me, it's my workroom, I will put on my freaking wall what I want. And I never budged on that. We had many a debate about that particular nonsense. I was like, okay, listen, I told you beforehand, because I'm very, very open about it, I will have this shit on my walls, no matter what. You basically bought that shit together with me when you said yes. She wasn't pleased about it. Lo and behold, the very moment I pointed out that then, argumentally speaking, I also am not very pleased about you using my freaking bedroom for that, I don't even know what to say about it. Basically a collection of special clothing that had to be positioned in a way that it was viewable on outside hangy thingies on the walls and stuff, and from the ceiling. And I was like, I find that highly annoying. It's in my way all the time, and when I have to actually get up in the morning when it's still dark, and when I'm nice enough to let it be dark so that you can continue sleeping, I run into that shit. It's annoying as fuck. Doesn't need to be there. She also very, very vehemently refused. And I was like, okay. See, same situation. You don't want your shit removed, I don't want my shit removed. Live with it. Such a pain. But yeah, that's the point, you know. If you start a relationship or you're planning on starting a relationship, especially one that's lasting longer, it goes a long way to be honest beforehand, because then later on you can bitch about them and be like, listen, I told you so. Bit of an advice from an, well, the formerly married man, so don't take it too seriously. Could ruin your marriage, you know? Who knows? But then again, you know, the best possible scenario is that you find a nice compromise, of course, but... What can I say?
真島さんって前向きな人ですね。
Also, to be fair,
そんな風に言わ
I'm
れた
kinda
の
known for
初め
being
てです。
somewhat
なんか笑っちゃう。
persistent in my ways. Especially once I established them. I mean, you know, it was basically a gift on my 18th birthday. Like, haha, you're a man now. Here, take some naked chicks to put on your walls. I was like, yes, I actually like it. Ever since then, I just do it. I don't even think about it, actually. I tend to stay with my things that I like very much so.
いやいや、違うんです。なんか嬉しくてつい。ああ、真島さんが彼氏ならよかったのにな。
You're offering. The difficulties of, well, almost interspecies communication, because it does sometimes feel like, what was that old saying? Men come from Mars and women come from Venus. Yeah, kinda like that. Two very different species, I would say.
そうですね。もう好き好き好きってなっちゃいます。
That's very intense, yeah.
ああ、わかんないですか？いやいや、アタックなんてする勇気ないですよ。考えただけで私心臓爆発しちゃう。
I don't think your heart is weak enough to just, you know, explode like that.
ずっと胸にしまっておくかな。それでいずれその人に彼女ができて勝手に失恋するんだろうな。
Sounds highly inefficient. It's kinda cute if you can talk about it, but that's highly inefficient.
かわいくなんか
I'm
ない
pretty
です
sure at one point I actually made the very bold statement that, woman, you would know if I dropped the hammer of love on you, because it would hit you right in the face. Because, you know, apparently, most men, myself included, are sometimes rather dense when it comes to the finer signals that women seem to think are very much enough to make sure that the other person, the other party involved knows the feelings, and I'm like, yeah, no, it doesn't work for me. And since I'm not much, and I can only take myself as an example, not much of a deducer when it comes to that, I like to make things straight, as an arrow. Not in your heart, but more like I'm going to just, you know, walk up into your face and be like, well, yeah, love, yeah, wanna go out? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Done with it. Happy times were had though. Yeah, also it means I'm not getting hung up on someone for in their fucking eternity, waiting and hoping that at some point they might realize that I could be interested, you know? Well, that's kind of annoying.
そういうも
Although
ので
it
すかね。
took a while until I came up with that particular strategy. Being young again and inexperienced. To be fair, was a fun time, but I really wouldn't like to redo this again. Oh boy. I always like to say, I would like to, you know, start a bit earlier in my life again and redo a few things to make them even better, but if that also would mean that I have to forget all of the experiences and all of the stuff that actually, you know, gives me my perspective now, I'd happily decline and be like, no, thanks a lot, but I'm just happy with what I have.
真島
It's
さん
well enough.
素敵です。大人ですね。私なんか感動しちゃった。無理してでも思いを伝えたくなる。私、真島さん、ありがとう。
Well, so far, things with Aichan have worked actually a bit better than with Yuki.
お疲れ。
With Aichan, we have perfect lessons. With Yuki-chan, we had good lessons. Not bad at all, I'd say.
はーい。
Now then. Let's open for business again.
いらっしゃいませ、お客様。
いらっしゃいま
And make some nice money. I mean, it is a nice way of making money. We're making fucking 20 million plus.
せ。ようこそサンシャインに。
Can't really complain about the money that's rolling in from that.
盛り上がります。
Not at all, actually.
わーい。盛り上がって
ようこそ。
What do you need? That's swap ashtray.
灰皿と。
頼りにしてます。
Ah, smoking indoors.
失礼
At
します。
least in clubs and the like, I really missed that one.
こちらになります。
I know was never much of
失礼いたしまし
a
た。
fan of smoking in a restaurant and stuff like that. Didn't do it personally. I kind of disliked when people did it. So there's that. But
盛り上がりましょう。
いらっしゃい。どうぞ。
嬉しいです。
at least in bars and
あり
clubs,
がとうございます。
I would really like to
レディースグラス。
頼りにして
do
ま
this
す。
again. And honestly, in most, I mean, around here they've kind of gotten the
ようこ
whole
そ。どうぞこちらへ。
non-smoking nonsense going. But if the hour's late enough and it's very unreasonable that somebody comes along who actually checks,
白いね君。
at most he gets allowed.
こちらになり
助
ます。
かりました。
Yeah. If you know the master for a long
どうも
while,
ありがとう。
even less of a problem, let's just say.
フィーバーするぜ。
Sunshine fever, give me money.
かわいい。
What's wrong? You need a towel? You shall get a towel.
こちらにな
田
ります。
島さんありがとう。
Yes, Majima-dan is just that good at reading signs at this point.
ありがとうございます。
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep,
ありが
beep.
とうございます。
What do we eat?
こちらにな
Another
ります。
swept ashtray? Not a problem.
ありがとうござい
Well,
ます。
to be fair, at this point I have done it quite a few times. So apart from, you know, some misclicks here and there,
わーい。
there isn't much of a chance that I fuck it up.
盛り上がってきたわ。ご延長はいかがですか。
延長お願い。
ご延長ありがとうございます。
Beep,
フィーバー
beep,
するぜ。
beep, 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 beep.
ご延長はいかがですか。ありがとうございました。
Oh, I tried.
ありがとうございます。
いらっしゃい。どうぞ。
お願いします。
We might actually want to invest
こちらになります。
somewhat so that we can actually get the fans up like we want to.
いらっしゃいませ。
Shouldn't really cost us that much anyway.
こちらになります。
Yeah, I think that's going to work out rather well.
よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございます。
こちらになります。
It's going to cost me quite a lot of my little earnings, but
お願いします。
こちらになります。
let's see how many we can actually get with that method.
いらっしゃいませ。
ようこそ。
I wonder, I wonder.
嬉しい。
Beep, 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 beep.
ありがとうございます。
こちらになります。
I do wonder how many fans I will actually end up getting from this particular round. I wonder, I wonder.
サンシャインに
ようこそ。
ありがとうござい
どうぞ。
ます。嬉しい。
Well, the first pure customer in a while. I mean, you still get them.
お願いします。
Okay, first the help. Big
Yes,
glass.
わかりました。お願いします。
最高だよ。
And I
Kochira
said
ni narimasu.
fans of gift. And what do you need?
アイス
ice.
交換。
田島さんありがとう。
Beep,
いらっしゃい。フィーバーするぜ。
beep.
めっちゃ嬉しい。ありがとうございます。
盛り上がってきたわ。
ようこそサンシャインに。
だな。
お願いします。
ご延長はいかがですか。ありがとうございました。
No, we tried. We have to try. We kind of need to make some money
お
here.
願いします。
ようこそ参上。ごゆっくり。 ご延長はいかがですか。ご延長ありがとうございます。
And you know, if you're throwing your money around anyway, then throw it around in my club.
いらっしゃいませ。
めっちゃタイプで
お願いします
こちらになります。
I wonder how many fences that she's
あ
going to
り
get
がとう
us.
ございます
I mean, we'll know in like a few measly seconds.
アイス交換い
頼り
たします。
にしてます
Mm-hmm,
お
mm-hmm.
願いしますは
こちらになります。
Many, many, many fans.
ーいサンシャインよ
面白いね君。また来たで。
お願いします
Many, many great fans.
こちらになります。
盛り上がる
ビーバーするで。
Rebam, fever.
また来ちゃったよ。
Everybody's throwing money around. Everybody's happy.
ありがとうございます
As long as they spend their money by,
美人だな。
you know, buying expensive drinks here, I'm happy.
こ
Okay,
ちらになります。
take another one.
お願いしま
こちらになります。
What do you need? You need a small bath, a lady's
レディー
bath.
スグラ
す頼りにしてます
Not a problem. We have all of that prepared beforehand.
スいらっしゃいます。どうも
めっちゃ嬉しい
Mm, love.
お願いしますよろしくお願いします
ご延長はありがとうございました。
Well, we tried our bestest.
ビーバーするで。
Fever, bitches. Fever. Fever like you mean it.
そんなありがとうようこそサンシャイン
いらっしゃいま
へ
す。いいな。盛り上がって盛り上がるね。
So far, so good, I'd say.
盛り上がりましょう
Some people just don't want to be pleased.
こちらになります。
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
おしぼりです。
ありがとう真島さん
Nice, a bonus order. We kind of have to recuperate our losses here because we are kind of driving at a very,
こちらになります。
ありがとうございます
what do you mean trouble?
そう。
ごめんなさい
サービスいたしますので。
Yeah, he wasn't too happy.
いらっしゃいませ
美人だね。
Kinda what fucked us over. Because if you put them together with girls that they're not compatible with, you can end up with some trouble along the way. But nothing that can't be resolved with money. Yeah, I spent like 7 million on gifts. I don't know what's the max level actually. Would it be 99? Be amazing. 1100. Okay, if we go at this rate, we'll have the 9999 really soonish. 7, 6, 8, 7. Yeah, like 3 times, and then we are
ありが
just
とうございまし
short
た
of, basically. Still, we make like fucking 19 freaking millions. Even if we give everyone a very, very high amount of shit, still a lot of money. An assholish amount of money. Prepare to open. Okay, let's, as usual, change things around. So that my people can actually rest. That's how I'm to my employees, making sure that nobody actually has to work when they're not feeling it. Aren't I a nice person? Well then, time for another round of special training for little I-Chan. Ooh, dating practice. Oh shit, it's the disco. Also, as you can see, I made sure that I get this finished. 999999. How do you get that? Well, easy. Cheats. 。 . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. And I will be very blatant about it and go like, yes, cheats.
ほんまもんのダンス見せて
Because if you think I will bother with something that I so much suck at, shit. I still suck at these ones though.
面白くなってきた
No! I'm still winning.
完璧なダンスやったな
Yeah, no, that was most definitely not good. Hey, I still got 3 stars. So fuck you, game. I count this as a win. Nice.
はーい。
Let's hope she levels up. Open for business. In the Club Master area. I mean, Club Master is not around any longer to bother us, so I guess it's an easy win for us.
お客様
Yakuza.
いらっしゃいま
ようこそサンシャインどうぞこち
Yeah. Tick or chop girl. She's pretty damn good at what she's doing at this point. It's a lovely one.
お待ちして
らよう
まし
こそ
Bit of a problem. I don't have anyone who really clicks with him.
た。サンシャインの
いらっしゃい
Hey, that's how it is sometimes. Bit of a difficult curve there, but well, what can you do?
いらっしゃいませ。
いらっしゃい
Can't please them all, sadly enough.
お願いしま
最高やおしぼりです
Yeah, have a nice little towel. I mean, to be fair, you know,
失礼します
Yuki at least looks somewhat decent though. What I had to do to put it eye is heart-rending.
失礼いたしました
Well, not precisely my type, but well, what can you say?
絶品さやな。
す。ようこそサンシャイン。
かわいいな。
That would be a good time for a nice little sunshine fever, wouldn't it be?
ありがとうございます。
Come on, sunshine fever, don't let me down.
お願いします。
フィーバーするで
Ba, 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 ba,
レディースブラ
ba,
シ
ba.
ました。
Now, then not only are they recovering, we are making money here.
お気にね。
ご延長はいかがでしょうありがとうございました
I could make him too happy about it. But I do have to try. I want to get into a nice compromise of making A, money, and B, getting more fans.
お願いします。盛り上がりましょう。
はいはい。
嬉しいです。
おしぼりです
Yeah, have a towel. Feel happy.
お気にね。
Why is everybody in need towels suddenly?
最高や
I mean, it actually goes relatively quickly when you still make an ass load of money.
お願いします。
But that's kinda, you know,
ご延長はいかが
another
あり
neat
がとう
thing.
ございます
また来ちゃったよ。
どうぞ
お気にね。
Yeah, take an expensive gift with you. See how I'm to my peoples.
盛り上がり
フィーバーするで
Favor bitches. Mr. Wealthy just is not happy. You can't get him to, you know, be happy.
お願いします。
こちらになります
Nice expensive gift.
お気にね。
ご延長はありがとうございました
No extension. I kinda figured you wouldn't give me one. Still, you know, we have to try. Yeah, take an expensive gift with you. We can afford it.
また来たで。
お待ちしてます。お願いします。
Another expensive gift for you, so that we can get more fans. Gee, suddenly everybody just needs a bloody towel for some mystical reason. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do indeed?
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。お願いします。
What's wrong? Do you need a towel? No, you need a small ashtray.
わかりました。
Not a problem. We can do it all.
お待ちしてます。
フィーバーするで
Favor bitches. Throw all the money because we need the money. And give out expensive fucking gifts if I don't earn money.
ご延長はいかがですかご延長ありがとうございます
Nice.
嬉しいわ。
At least the average guys can get easily enough to actually extend their sessions.
フィーバーするで
めっちゃ嬉しい。やった。
And almost everybody is celebrating like there's no tomorrow.
最高や
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。お願いします。
こちらになります
Take an expensive gift with you.
ありがとうございます。
And make sure the people know. Another towel because we haven't had enough towel incidents apparently. Take
こちらになります
an expensive gift and go.
ありがとうございます。お願いします。
フィーバーするでようこそ最初へどうぞこち
Another one.
らこちらになります
Straight about we will get the 9999. Let's just hope that the game doesn't actually count Father.
お待たせしました。嬉しい。
That would be somewhat annoying, to put it mildly.
ありがとうございます。お願いします。いらっしゃい。
めっちゃタイプで
By
こちらになります
just burning through this like there's no bloody tomorrow. Also, don't worry, we're not just going to do this, we're also going to do
お気にね。
こちらになり
another part of the main quest. Because I do kind of want to vary again between
いらっしゃいませ。
side activities and main
お
activities.
気にね。
こちらになります
My
お願いします。
fever has run
アイ
out.
ス交換い
頼り
たします
にしてます。
She hadn't tested this, and I don't think I'll get another one. We only have like 13 seconds left.
最高や
ようこそ。
いらっしゃい
お願いします。
アイス交換いたします
Mhm.
素敵です。
Nice is revealed.
やった
A menu.
ー。助かったわ。
Not a problem. We are very good at doing this.
盛り上がっていきます。ありがとうございます。
ご延長はありがとうございました
Well, we tried our bestest.
お願いします。
What's wrong?
ゲストグラス
Not a problem.
ありがとうございます。お願いします。
Still making like 80 million of this. 7.5.
ありがとうございました
We are very close. Like close to. What do we need? 2,500 around. So very, very close. 3 more times, basically, if worst comes to worst. Boom. Losing once again everybody that is healthy. Of course, I kind of want to train the gold ones the most, because I kind of would like to have them be the top of the line, basically. I could go by looks and use that too, but eh. I just have a tendency to make things easy for myself, like, you know. Of course, I want the platinum ones to be top. I want to be the gold ones close behind. It doesn't really take a genius to figure that out, from my point of view. For the energy drink, so that I can keep going even longer.
はーい。えへへ。
それじゃあ
そんなに悩むんなら、たまには私から真島さんに質問してみようかな。
Sure, ask away. Excuse me. All that carbonation over.
真島さんへの質問か。いざ考えてみると気になることがありすぎて何質問
Well,
して
just
いいか
start
迷っちゃう
somewhere and we
な。
go through the list.
じゃあそうだな。真島さんは彼女にするならどんな子がいいですか？
I mean, you know, even if you think that she should be kinky as fuck, not a good idea to talk in front of a woman about another woman. So, a girl like you, make it a compliment. Works pretty damn well.
あはは。真島さんたら何人の女の子にそんなこと言ってるんですか？
But even if they know they are deceived, some women just prefer to be deceived till the end.
じゃあそういうことにしときましょうか。
Yeah, but it works. Magic.
よーし。真島さんが彼女に求め
Bring it.
じゃあ次はお嫁さんにするならどんな子がいいですか？
Yeah, that's easy. A good cook.
なるほどな。
だってよく言うじゃないですか。彼女にしたい女と嫁にしたい女は違うって。
Kinda yes, kinda no. Kinda yes, because yes, I'm looking... A girlfriend necessarily is not a long-term engagement. So, you know, even if there are obvious flaws, I can just be like, meh. Now, as long as love is there, all on that. Marriage, however, doesn't thrive on love alone. If it's someone that you are genuinely incompatible with, let's say... like minus. She's good in bed. And the problem is with that, you know, if we take marriage to its extreme to the old age, someone who can still make you a nice meal, that's probably a lot more worth than someone, you know, is not gonna be that interested once she hits a certain age.
あ、やっぱりお料理って大事ですよね。私もお料理ができる女になりたいなーって思って最近お料理教室に通い始めたんですよ。
It's actually a bit of a dying breed, but let me put it like this. Even if you, as a female, a woman by nature, you might have some flaws, but if you make a fucking good meal, then honestly that's a fucking major plus point that will get you fucking far. And the fact that more and more young women do not actually learn, I mean, you know, my mother and to some degree all of our female family members actually had to go through the very harsh school of cooking that my grandmother provided. Now my grandmother was of course the old generation. That woman could peel a potato with a bloody blunt knife faster than you could with some of those modern fucking peeler tools. And you know, she'd basically fill up a fucking whole cooking pot with them, while you only have like four or so done. A bit of an overstatement, but you get the point. And lo and behold, not one of them actually failed to get himself married. See how that works?
わあ、嬉しいです。
なんやぞ。
あはは、冗談ですよ、冗談。でも少しだけ本気だったりして。
まったく。
Don't tease your elders. You're not old enough to say that. I can't say that. You're the grand damn whippersnappers. I mean, you know, with my pipe and if I run
最
around
近ふと
with my
人
West,
生やり直したい
I
なって思
probably
うこ
look
と
like
があ
an
るんです。
older one, don't I? Let's not think about that. Gonna get depressing.
ですよね。真島さんはもしやり直せるならいつからやり直した？
そうやな。
Definitely not my teenage years. That's just one hell of an embarrassing period. And I don't think there's anyone who's like, I don't need to. I probably wouldn't start before I was born, but that's, I guess, the closest option I have. But no, not the teenage years, please.
あ、私も同じ考えです。やっぱり。
なあ。
Indeed.
うんうん。それに人間。
え？そういや。
I mean, I have a pretty clear-cut memory of my childhood. Many, many details. But even I don't remember playing around in my mother's room. I don't think many people do.
はい。このお店は働きやすいし雰囲気もいいので。
え？
あ、はい。前のお店は雰囲気が良くなって。
That
真
kind
島
of
さん
sucks.
はいじめられたことってあります？
いや。
確かにそうですよね。じゃあ。
Well, I'll put a stop to it if I can. I did it faster than late freight train.
真島さん、かっこいい。そういう人がいてくれることで救われる人がたくさんいる。はい、私も人を助け。
Yes, and if we all were to actually do that, the world would be a much fucking nicer place. That's wishful thinking. Nice. It goes a lot better with Ai-chan so far. Admittedly. As she's racking in the levels going like bling 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 bling. Which does well for her abilities. And the more she has of that, the better for us in the end. Now then. Once more with passion, I say.
Iらっしゃいませ。お客様。
I do have one fear though. Since all of these at some point involve mini games,
ようこそ参加。
there's gonna be mini games that I suck at, like darts or something.
いらっしゃいませ。
ようこそ。
That's gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? What else is there actually in School, I think, is also in the game. That would also suck ass.
わ
Not my kind of game,
ーい、
honestly.
お待たせしました。
Also, I barely remember the fucking rules.
おしぼりです
So there's that as a problem.
いらっしゃいませ。ごゆっくり。
Ah, some money is flowing in. Oh, it's such a nice sound.
ようこそ。ごゆっくり。
Well, you're just not compatible. Sometimes that happens. Can't do shit about that.
タイプよ。
お願いします。ありがとう。
今するで。
Celebrate like there's no tomorrow. Oh, hi there. Geister. What did she say? Yeah,
Yes,
guess
so
this.
真島さん素敵です。
Also, very nice of you to recognize me as a human. How can you be sure? Maybe
あ
I'm
り
a
がとうござい
very advanced AI just sitting here and pretending to be human.
ご延長はいかがとうございました
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe you are not even a human. Ah, the questions.
いらっしゃい
Questions everywhere. Okay, let's first deal with you. Extension? Share. No extension. Who is the man supposed to make money off of this? Two wealthy ones that actually like what I'm doing. That's pleasant. Sure, I'm gonna help you. What do you need? You need... a sweat ashtray. We can do this. Also, Geister is in multiple ones. Oh, a bee. That's interesting.
こちらになります
And a Geisterbiene. I see now. First I was like very much focused on the Geister. Chaka. What the fuck? Geisterbiene, I see. A ghost bee. That's interesting. I'm sure there is a story to that particular name.
メニューに
Nice. My girl recovered. Ah, working girls. Very nice. Even better if I can the one actually make money. You should be seeing something.
こちらになります
Give me a second while I help someone. Where is my... Actually, can I pause this? Wait a second. Yes, I can. Let me see what I can see. Now that's a good question. Yeah, where is it? Da-di-da-di-dum. Well, yeah, you should be seeing a pause menu showing you the controls of the game on one side. Let's see, how does it look on the YouTube side? Pretty much the same, actually. So yeah, by all and for all intents and purposes, you should be seeing shit. At least as far as everything is telling me. So I would assume that any problem is, in this particular case, on your end of the line.
こちらになります
You checked yourself. You made sure your little eye holes are actually opened. you're just sitting in front of your whatever and stare at the thing with closed eyes. Could be something new. I haven't tried that one yet. Is there actually a word for that? Just sound streams. Is there something like this actually? I will need to look this up actually. I'm sure there's something like this. I'm sure somebody thought of this and was like, yes. Let me show you nice sound effects or something. I don't know.
こちらになります
But I'm thinking something like this should exist. If not, I will claim that I have just invented it and I will make good money with it.
おしぼり
Yes, yes. A great plan for the future.
いらっしゃい
どうぞ
Oh, everybody suddenly needs help, eh? Let me deal with that. Yes, yes, yes. I'm coming to your help too. What do you need? A towel? Sure. Take a towel. Hey, now I'm good at what I'm doing. Now, what do you want?
面白いね君
Everybody needs help. Everybody needs
こ
help.
ちらになります
Now that fire's another sunshine fever, so we can get actually some money. Good old-fashioned monies.
盛り上がるね
Yes, yes. What is your problem? A bit of
はい
ice.
交換いたします
So I do wonder, going off the name,
失礼します
it's German.
こち
In
らに
2
なります
points. Are you German, my little one?
失礼いたしました
My little ghostly bee.
おおきにね
盛り上がるね
Or are you just using German like the Japanese do, because fancy? One has to love the Japanese sometimes.
ほんまありがとう
ようこそ
どうぞ
ご延長ありがとうございました
Set. No extent. Well, we tried our bestest.
は
just remind me. Spellcasting in the Fate series. Pass a game. Yes, yes. Very much magic. I love it.
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
Extension? No extension. Yeah. I'm not very lucky with the extension this particular time. Kind of saddening.
ようこそ参上。どうぞこちら。
Oh, trouble. That's not good.
ええ加減にせえ。
申し訳ございません。
サービスいたしますので。
Take an apology gift. I mean, if there's one thing we have, it's money.
楽しいよ。
More than
よう
enough
こそ参
to
戦
get
に
this
だな。
done and over with.
嬉しい。お願いします
What do you need? You need a swept ashtray. Yes, yes. Okay, I think after this we're gonna do a part of the main story so we can actually get something else to see for once. Give some
こちらになります。
expensive gifts because we can. Oh, mostly because we wanna get more, never more things. Better things.
ありがとうございます
Yeah, I have the perfect fit for you. And then check. Another gift.
こちらになります。
And with 15 seconds to go, more fever. Fever!
ようこそ参上。ごゆっくりと。
嬉しいです
盛り上がるね。白いね君。
Money, money, money.
こちら
Also,
に
we're
な
so
ります。
close to getting 9,999 fans. The one area. I'm not going to lose out on that.
めっちゃ嬉しい
Then it's like 1 or 2 times. But
お
basically,
願いします
if we don't reach it completely, I can just do that in the background while I'm doing other shit. I'm still making like 23 million, Jesus Christ. I'm not getting any poorer, let's just say. Also, my ranking goes up. Okay, I would need to do it if we get around 1,000 fans per game. That means we need at least 2 more times, don't we?
ありがとうございました。
Hmm. You know what? Actually, I think we're gonna finish this one off. Because if I start the next story segment and it turns out to be a long story segment, then I would be kinda a bit pressed for time, and that would suck ass, put it mildly. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, actually. Would suck. Well then, more special training with Little Ai-chan.
それじゃあ
We shall learn more. You know, when people are going like hi or something like yes, it always sounds like they're not taking you seriously, doesn't it? Ah, so saddening. So very much saddening.
へへ
Sweet as a birthday cake. Ah. I mean, I will agree with the bubbly, the cute part. Debatable. I mean, so far I would say that her personality does generally would be referred to as cute, but me.
そんなことないですよ私学生時代は今と違って暗かったんです
It's really hard to imagine. But then again, a girl can pretty much change her whole being pretty much with the makeup she wears at any particular time, so meh. I guess it's not completely out of the imaginable.
え
本当ですよ実はここだけの話ですけどそのせいで毎日クラスメートからいじめにもあってたんです
That's nasty.
何やと
はい
Hmm.
だからそんなくらい自分を変えたくておかげでずいぶん元気で明るい人間になれたかな、
Well, at least you learned how to play a role, which is actually the first part. You don't need to master a skill, especially not a personality skill immediately. If you can at least pretend to be it, you will ease into it.
そうか
Slowly. Yeah, you're doing great, honestly. If that is your goal, you have pretty much achieved it. 100 out of 100, nice job.
わあありがとうございます
Nice.
私 一生懸命頑張りますので。私もこんないいお店に来られて本当に嬉しいです。ああ、真島さんに出会えて本当によかった。真島さん、
And I will never get used to that. If they could just get it out, that would just please me to no end. Because it sounds fake as fuck, basically.
あはは、本当ですね。私も。そうですね。やっぱりお店に来た時に少し落ち込んでるお客さんが私とおしゃべりして元気が出たって言ってくれ
You're
る
well on
時
your
か
way to
な。
become a good and caring woman. That is very pleasant.
そういう時、
Because there are
元
quite
気しか取り
too
柄
few
のない
of those
私でも
around these days.
誰かのお役に
At
立
least
て
that
て
was
る
it
ん
feels
だなっ
like.
て実感できてすごく嬉しく感じるんです。
Basically, kind of feels like that archetype, that particular archetype of, the caring woman has suffered a bit of a retreat from being the one of the most stable ones that you would have pretty much all over the place to something a bit extra of a niche.
なるほどな。
But I do better. Compliment people always a good way.
わあ、そう言ってもらえると嬉しいです。
あ
ふふ、大丈夫ですよ。そしたら真島さんに元気にしていただくので。
And now I could make a very crude joke about
よろしく
injecting
お
some
願いし
energy
ますね。
into it. I shall only halfway do it. Like I just did. Fuck's sake. Come on.
そうやな。
Huge, eh?
将来のことですか。私、とにかくたくさんお金が欲しいです。
Like
できれば
everybody else.
豪邸とかも建てたいなーって。
Money is nice.
お金持ちになって昔自分をいじめ。
なるほどな。
But to be fair, money ain't everything, and that's putting it mildly.
でもやっぱり本当ですか？私そんなこと
そうやな。
あんまり考えたこと、私一人っ子だし、お父さんのこともお母さんのことも大好きだから、結婚するとしたら
Well,
でき
suddenly
れば
you're out of
相手の
bounds.
人にうちの家に来てもらいたいな。
Yeah, I'm too attached to my name. Like, I remember when my, well, back then still, fiance actually had the same debate with me. I was like, why don't we go for a double name or some other nonsense? I was like, nope. Wanna take my name? No, we have no deal. I'm not gonna change name. You. Kinda mentioned before, but I do tend to be somewhat, sticking to my ways sometimes, and that was non-negotiable at no point in time. There will never be a point in time. I was born with this name and I will die with this fucking last name.
はい。でも、
Yeah.
婿入りって男の人は嫌がりますもんね。
For
真
argument's
島
sake,
さんもやっぱり婿入り
I
に
will
は
not
抵
upset the
抗あ
girl.
りま
This
す
has
か？
gone well, and I'm pretty sure this is the right answer. But no, I will never.
本当ですか？
そうやな。
あはは、おだてたって別に何も出ませんよ。
Actually, flattery
Demo,
get you a long, long
嬉しい
way.
です。
A very long way. Yeah, that was the right answer, of course.
えへへ。
Okay.
はーい。
We don't really need to do much more, honestly. So, cast on duty, change things around. No, we did not do this already. So, everybody goes out. Everybody who's healthy comes in. Like you, for example. Like you, for example. Like you, for example. And you, of course. I do love it. I have so many gold and upper tier hostesses at this point. There is just no problem. And then we're almost at the magical 9999. What did I say? I think 2 more times, right? So this time and the next time, and we're done.
ようこそサンシャインごゆっくりどうぞ
I'm pretty sure that I mean, it's a bit of a strange stream, now that I think about it. I did plan to do a bit more, but I really don't want to waste any good story parts with rushing through it because I'm pressed for time. That would suck ass. Don't like that. It would seem like such a waste. Because actually this game's story is actually somewhat interesting. It keeps you interested. It goes over the top more than enough to actually, you know, keep you truly entertained. Yeah, take a menu. Don't worry. I know your sign language. Somewhat at this point. Oh, then, well then, well then.
失礼いたしました
Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
レディースグラス
Nice little order.
おしぼり
Nice little towel so that you're happy. Happy peppy, little one. Everyone is happy, everyone is
フィ
happy.
ーバーするぜ
Some fever time.
こちらになります
Bing, 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 bitty, bitty.
ありがとうございます。
ご延長ありがとうございます
Ah, shit.
いらっしゃいませ
また来たでかわいい
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, have one of those.
かわいいな
ご延長はいかがですか
Extension.
ご延長ありがとうございます
Nice. Keep the money rolling.
ゲストグラス
Beep, 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 beep.
フィーバーするぜ
Give them an expensive gift so we can get more fans. So that we can actually achieve our goal.
ごゆっくり
What's wrong? A menu. Yes, yes. We can do this. Well, it also gave me a nice opportunity to ramble quite a bit, so not a bad deal.
いらっしゃい。
面白いね君
お願いします。
Mhm.
こちらになります
Expensive gift to make more fans.
かわいい
ありがとうございます。
It kind of feels wrong to pay people to make more fans.
最高や
Would be kind of like, you know,
美人だ
pay
な
people to follow or subscribe or whatever the fuck they prefer.
こちらになります
Would feel really
フィーバー
strange
するぜ
in this context.
盛り上がるね
But in a business context, giving gifts out is actually not a bad tactic. Don't tell you that much.
こちらになりますご延長はありがとうございます
Well, we had to try for the extension.
いらっしゃいま
また来たで
こちらになります
Yes, bring me more wealthy people.
どうぞ
お待ちしてました。お気
More,
に入りありがとうございます。
ever more expensive gifts are given out. And ever more wealthy people come around.
嬉しいです。いらっしゃいませ。
めっちゃ遠いって
Now then, another nice and expensive gift. Do.
盛り上がるね
いらっしゃい
We're quite literally racing through this like there's no bloody tomorrow. Yes, here, have
こ
a
ちら
towel.
になります
わかりました。
Don't you worry, I know what you need. Not as fun as the cat fighting one though. That's a fun minigame. Mostly because it makes me cringe fucking
こちら
hard.
になります
Ugh. As soon as we're back with Kiryu, I swear to God we'll do it.
いらっしゃいませ。
Cat
面白い
fighting.
ね君
どうぞ
今するで
Yeah, let me help you.
灰皿交換
You'll swap your ashtray most brutally and efficiently. Like only a true Majima knows how to do.
かわいいなかわいいな
Yeah, take a nice gift with you. And spread the word, man! Spread the word! Free stuff.
盛り上がってきたぞ
ご延長ありがとうござい
No
ます
extension. Well, it looked promising. They were in a good mood, but well.
メニューに
頼りにしてます
ご延長はいかがありがとうございました
Yeah, no lucky. We're trying, we're trying. Wow,
盛り上がりま
we really are not compatible at all.
おしぼり
That probably means trouble is on the horizon.
ようこ
ありがとうございます
そどうぞこちら
今するで
ありがとうございますやったーいらっしゃい
美人
Oh,
だ
or
な
not. He's actually loving it. I'm loving it.
かわいい
お気に入りがめっちゃ嬉しい
Yeah, yeah, I'm here to help you. And the
は
refill
い
and
交換いた
ice.
します
Not a bloody problem.
お気にね
It's strangely satisfying actually playing this game.
お願いします
Surprisingly so. I'm finding myself,
おしぼり
as always,
田島さんあり
surprised
がとう
how much fun I can actually have with this small little
お気にね
mini sector. And I don't really think you need to play it this extensively,
こちらになります
like I do it.
今するで
It is fun, what can I say? What can I say?
こちらになります
The wealthy man was happy. Bring more wealthy men, we did.
ありがとうございます
最高だよ
お気にね嬉しいですいらっしゃいませ
いらっしゃいませ
どうもどうも
Yes, yes.
お
Come
願いし
here.
ますありがとうございます
Come here and spend all of your money.
ご延長はいかが
延
です
長お願い
ご延長ありがとうございます
盛り上がるね
いらっしゃいませ
かわいいなかわいい
お気にね
こちらになり
And
ます
another expensive gift. Gift. 20 served. We lost 5 million in gifts. Everybody's leveling up. There.
ありがとうご
So
ざいました
fucking close. It's unbelievable. Well, no, I'm just talking to you because I like you, Yoda. You look a lot better than last time I saw you. In a fucking swamp. All green and tiny. Good thing this has changed, isn't it? Let's change the cast immediately. Special training. For fuck's sake. You remember when I talked about games and mini games that I'm not good at? Well, I will come to one I don't even remember how to fucking play in reality. Ah, shit. Yeah, me not so much. 9-ball. Pool billiard. Reset camera. Toggle info display. Place ball, adjust directions. Show ball number. Show rules. Aiming mode. Switch camera. Shooting mode.
手加減なしや
How to play pool? And play strike the white cue ball with a cue stick. Before the game starts, you must determine who goes first. Each player strikes a cue ball, and the one whose cue ball ends up nearest to them will get the first turn. On account of the ball hits the opposite cushion. Press R, pull back. Okay, I'm assuming I'm starting then. Goro Majima goes first. Break shot. I'm imagining this is going to end up with me horribly losing, but hey, breaks the monotone rather nicely, doesn't it? First selecting from which to strike the cue ball. Use and Okay, game, you don't really have to show me. I understand the basic principle. I'm gonna use R and to change camera angle. Game's like, let me show you everything. Also press dart for an overhead view. Press X to enter shoot mode. Is there any reason for me not to do things? Oh, I can change the impact point. What happens if I do a trick shot just, you know, down there? Like this. Oh, I can place my cue ball. Was this good? Bad? No one knows.
なんや
えへ、すごいでしょ。
大したもんやな
Why do I get a fucking replay? She's fucking good at what she's doing, isn't she? Jesus fucking Christ. I wonder if I actually get another turn.
やった
Don't need a fucking replay. Just do it. She seems to have a bit of a talent there, to put it mildly.
やった
大したもんやな
えい
Okay, that 5 is lying in a very horrible way.
はあ
力みすぎやで
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work well, no matter how I turn this. I mean, I can go for a very tricky shot like this. But that ain't going to help now, is it?
調子ええで
さすがです
Like this, maybe? Okay. That was pretty neat.
ええ感じや
かっこいいですね
Shit. Yeah, kinda figured. That luck wouldn't keep.
なんや
Don't give me a fucking combination shot. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. I mean, no, I get it.
大したもんやな
Jesus Christ, she's good at this game. I see myself having not much of a chance
え
here.
へへ
大したもんやな。
決めち
yourself.
ゃいますよ
Sorry for the trick shot last, eh? Bitch. Really needed to drive that one home, eh?
えへへ私の大勝利です
ま、こんな日もあるわ。
I mean, nobody has a foul. Feels rather horrible of losing like that, to be fair. Oh boy. Come on, that's not a fair point you're making. You just basically said that that is very much not my speciality.
いらっしゃいませ。お客様。
いらっしゃいま
Beep, 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 beep. Well, then last turn to finally get
よう
ourselves
こそ
to
三
また
ごゆっくり
来たで
9999 hands.
せいらっしゃいま
I
せ
think we,
ちょっとどうもどう
I
も
think we obviously deserved that.
お待ちしてます
かわええな
よろしくお願いしま
いらっしゃい。
かわい
Lots
い
of
な
encouraged people that are going to be very, very happy with what they get.
す盛り上がりましょう
美人だ
どう
な
ぞこちらへ。
お待たせしました
また来ちゃったよ
So to be fair, most people are getting what they want.
盛り上がってきたぞ
Sadly, you can't please them all.
いらっしゃいませ
Old rule.
お願いしますやっ
What do you need? You need to pick one.
ゲストグラス。
頼りにしてます
Not a problem.
お願いします
What do you need? A towel. You shall get a
こ
towel.
ちらになり
助かりました
After all, this is our last big round. You will need your towel.
失礼しま
I
す。
knew of the small little cutscene.
こちらになります。失礼いたしました。
Very nice deed, isn't it?
今するで。
最高だよ 盛り上がるね
What do you need? A towel.
おしぼりで
真島さん素敵です
You shall get a towel.
お願いします
す。ご延長
We
あ
shall extension.
ご延長ありがとうございます。
Celebrations are just getting started. Of course, you would like as fucking
お願いします
extension and
こ
expensive
ちら
gift.
になります。
I'm making an ass load of money, even if I give out gifts at every potential
どうぞ。
point.
ゲストグラス。
Still making an ass load of money out of it.
ありがとう
今するで。
ありがと
おしぼりで
う真島さんありがとう
Beep beep beepity. Beep beep beepity beep. No matter what I do,
いらっしゃいませ
あかんわ
I ain't gonna be
めっ
happy.
ちゃ嬉しい
Ah
あ
well.
りがとうお願いありがとうございます
Nice expensive gift to go with it.
わーい
いらっしゃい。
また来たで
めっちゃ嬉しいお願いあり
こちら
Nice
になり
gift
ま
to
す。
take home. Aren't I a nice person?
がとうめっちゃ嬉しいサンシャインもありがとう
また来たで
こちらになります。
ました
Check, check. Have an expensive gift for you, so that everybody can say, "Stay happy, my happy place." Indeed, my very happy place.
ゲストグラス。
Beep 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 beep.
今するで。
お気にね
Beep
盛り上が
beep
って
beep beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep.
お願いします
こちらになります。
And a nice little, very expensive
嬉
gift.
しいですお願いし
ようこそサンシャイン。どうぞこちら。ご延長はありがとうございます。
Extension name. Ah, well, we tried our bestest. What can I say?
ますほんまありがとう
いらっしゃい。
面白いね君だよ。
ようこそ参戦にお願いします。
ご延長ありがとうございます。
I mean, he wasn't unhappy, so there was a chance,
ようこ
but
そ参戦ご
あ
延長
りがとうございます。
what can you do?
こちらになります。
ありがとうございます。盛り上がります。
灰皿くん
田島さんありがとう。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
最悪だよ。
ありがとうございます。
こちらになります。
More fans, ever more fans!
お願いします。
ようこそどうぞこちら。
The menu, so be it.
お願いします。
The
メ
menu.
ニュー
頼りにしてます。
Beep, 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 beep.
かわいい。
ありがとうござい
面
ます。
白いね君。最高だよ。
ありがとうございます。
Yes, yes, yes. お願いします、indeed.
こちらになります。
嬉しいです。
ようこそ参戦。
今すぐで。
Beep, 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 beep.
ありがとう
Beep,
ござい
beep,
ます。
beep, 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 beep.
嬉しいです。
I do like to see all the money flying around my club.
かわいい。
Makes me feel
こちらになります。
successful. But some poor sucker has to probably run around with a nice little broom afterwards and collect all the money that's lying on the ground. God damn
いらっ
it.
しゃい。
どうも
どうぞ。
お願いします。ほんまありがとう。
ゲストグラス。
頼りにしてます。
Not a problem. And also, we're making a nice little killing. At some point, I can probably actually invest in my skills once again. So not a bad deal all around when you think about it.
盛り上がりましょう。
めっちゃタイプ。
お願いします。
Yes, yes, yes,
ご延長はい
yes.
かがです
Attention.
ご延長ありがとうございます。
You got another 17 seconds, boy.
やった
Make the best of your time.
ほんまあり
レディース
がとう。
グラス。
頼りにしてます。
今すぐで。
Got rid of the
ありがとう。
problem
ありがとう
on the other table.
ありがとうございます。
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep,
こ
beep,
ちらになります。
beep, 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 beep. Oh, I could give the check out. Okay, yes, we can about to get over that. Then I assume the max number is probably around 99999.
ありがとうございました。
Well, we could do that. I think we can actually finish the special training, can't we? I think there's actually only one lesson left. And I think that's actually a good way to end it. We did precisely what we, well, asked for, basically. Special training. Yeah, final lesson. Okay, we're gonna enjoy the final lesson of the Light Chan.
そうやな。
The last one, indeed. Exciting.
そういや、
はい、
Mhm.
おかげさまでこんな居心地が前のお店ではナンバーワンでしたけど、その分他の同僚か
Welcome to Sunshine.
はい、ありがとうございます。私このお店だと過去の自分を変えられる気がします。
あ、
Mhm. Mhm.
そんな皆さんにはもう十分助けていただき
どうや。
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
気になることですか？
ん？
お客さんの中にはエッチいことしてくる人もいるじゃないですか。
Sorry, this ain't this sort of a established romance.
わかりました。私も本当。はい、真島さんってなんだかかっこいいですね。
You know, there are bro cells for that. Actually, there are. I'm pretty sure that prostitution is in most countries actually pretty damn illegal. So there's that. I think Japan, once again, is also among those that frown upon that. Doesn't mean that there aren't any ways around it, like that, what was it, soap land thing? I heard about that. Yes, I did. It's basically skirting the line quite harshly, but since it's not, technically speaking, the core act of prostitution, they get away with it somewhat, but still, you know.
仕事とはあんまり関係がないかもしれないのですが。えへへへへへ。
Yourself.
そうや。
そんな嫌なところなんてないです。例えば。
Too many choices, eh?
そう、まさにそうなんですよ。
Actually worked.
真島さん、私の悩んでることも分かっちゃうなんて。
そういや。
私は九州の方ですね。2年前にこっちに出てきたばっかりなんですよ。
God damn it, now I have to ask a fucking map. Kyushu. Where's Kyushu? Kyushu. God bless the simple fact that we have the internet. Aha, there's Kyushu. It's pretty damn... It's basically the southern island of the Japanese Isles. Southern tip. I see. Learned a new lesson.
店ではないんですけど、私夜の毘沙門橋によく行くんです。あそこから夜の川を眺めていると、なんだか気持ちが安らいでくるんです。
Excuse me.
それに岩尾橋と違ってナンパも少ないですし。
I don't know. Well, all go together, staring at the water, imagining all the shadows being corpses. Feel the regret of all of those drowned soldiers. Can you feel it? Because I can feel it.
本当ですか？ぜひぜひ、約束ですよ。
It should need to
嬉
date.
しいな。好きな人と一緒にあそこでまったりするのが夢だったもんね。
I mean, who would be better than the Majima?
あ、いえ、なんでもないです。
お疲れ。
Wasn't much of a lesson, was it? Mm-hmm.
はーい。
Well, yeah, this is the end of the training. I mean, you know, we did kinda just promise. It's not like he has a bird brain. He's probably not gonna forget it immediately. I mean, guess it's a nice date. Staring at the water, doing nothing. I would probably make some very inappropriate comments along the way. Knowing myself. Also, for the first time in like forever, she is actually wearing something that you can wear in public without being accused of public indecency. That's neat. She's probably wearing it right under that coat though.
はい。 はい。
I mean, why wouldn't they? They're pretty nice team going there.
ううん。はい。
And it's a pretty nice place. We're making bird damn well. Sure, it's staying a nice place. Yes, a pretty damn obvious question, but honestly, he's in a bit of a difficult situation with his past, present, and immediate future, so... I mean, I guess if the right girl came along, he'd probably give in a little bit of a sweetie down beside. You know, nobody is just business. That would quite literally murder them. You know, maybe make a nice little suggestion about going to the next best hotel, and, you know, I do hear that Japan has specialized hotels for particular purposes. You could get that deal settled immediately. So Majima's looking through his, his shirt.
Hi.
Don't hi me. It always sounds like people are taking you lightly with it. Jesus Christ, I see someone I don't want to see in the background. Certain Mr. Shakedown is just walking along. But I guess even he has better manners than the pairing. Also, that smile is really creepy on the side, even more so. Let's completely ignore the fact that we just saw that, because that's something we shall bury it most deeply. Diddle more CP. We always get more CP. Well, basically everything went pretty damn well, apart from that one single pool date. Mostly because I suck at pool. I mean, I do in real life. So no reason why I should be better in a game. Which also reminds me, wasn't there... Oh yeah, I actually found Michelle for another side quest. A well-known side quest from the last time. Basically, it's the same bloody freaking DJ, but we can send in cards. Pen name. I can already imagine horribleness. Goro Goro Goro. Angel of Darkness. What's that thing called? Shunibu? Yes, Shunibu much. Yes, let's go for Angel of Darkness. Yes, a big splash with a really cool name that the teenager would come up with. Lord Evil, Dark Harbinger, Dude of Darkness. I like Dude of Darkness. Big Dude of Darkness. Come on, Dude of Darkness is miles better than the Angel of Darkness. It's not just cheesy, my friend. It's, okay, even he is not willing to accept this. Okay, let's go for Goro Goro Goro-chan. Let's see what he thinks about that. It's got my name, it's got lots of goes. Now then, Dolce Camilla. Let's write a postcard. Which of my little side stories would actually work? Oh yeah, the pretend boyfriend is probably a safe bet. That seems like the kind of story that would get read on radio. I'm relatively sure of that. Also, his writing style is impressive.
Ah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna read it. How long do I have to wait to actually get the result? Okay, is this enough if I just go to the main room and back? I'm pretty sure that worked for Kiryu, but Kiryu actually left the building, basically. So there's that. Okay, so I actually have to leave the building. Getcha game. It's a lot more pain in the ass with Majima, because I actually have to move through 2 loading screens, and then I have to move 2 loading screens back. But well, that's the price we pay for fame. Right, actually. Basically the shortest possible cigarette break imaginable. Reached by yours truly. Now then, Dolce, read my card. Also, just saying, but you know, when that guy speaks, he really gets me the idea of hitting him in the face. Also, you have 2 cassette discs in there. That's amazing. You can play 2 whole cassettes in that one. Look at it. Yes, cassettes. That's really nice. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Just the kind of voice, that line that makes you really want to punch him in the face. Chan-san. Not bad. Yo, Dolce Kamiya-san, and a yo to you too. Yo. Let's speak you speech. Yes. Also, you're lying. You're not looking forward to it. The first time you heard it, you were like, this guy is annoying as fuck. How do I turn it off? I was accosted out of the blue on the street by a girl who wanted me to be a boyfriend. After hearing out, it turned out she needed me to pretend to a boyfriend in front of her father. We might remember that from my previous episode. We did that. That was one hell of a blast. Yes, we're trying to turn this into a heartwarming story. P.S. Dolce, come here. Son, are you good to your parents? Well, Goro-chan, must have been a hair-rising experience. More fun than hair-rising, but fun. Very fun. Yeah, in the olden days, when you still had your porn in paper form. Let me repeat an advice I actually gave when we dealt with a specific magazine of that nature. No matter what, do not ever think it is a good idea to hide them under your bed or your mattress. I can tell you from personal experience, that's not a good hiding space. I had a hell of a long time explaining that particular nonsense. When, at one point, my dearest of sister and her friend who were over were rummaging through my room and found material. Very incriminating material, and promptly went ahead and presented said evidence to my parents, which gave me a very interesting reaction, to put it mildly. My father looked rather pleased, like, I can totally see where you're coming from, but still going, no, can't have that. You're too young for that. Well, all the while looking at me like, I understand totally, but still, no. Mom was watching. My mother was not too pleased, and sadly, since, we lived in a big house with my grandparents, they too got enough to figure out what was going on. One hell of an embarrassing moment. So yes, take advice, take heart. If you want to have it in paper form, even nowadays, which seems somewhat idiotic, everything can be digitalized, and the internet is basically like, what, 60-70% just porn anyway. But yeah, do not ever hide it under your bed. That's a very bad idea. Do get creative, please. I mean, sure, I can laugh about it now. Looking back, from a age-old, wisdom-ripe perspective. But back then, hell, that was one hell of a situation. Ah.
See you next time.
If she can be sent in that particular story, I wonder. He's so happy about it. I do love it. Ah, the characters are so happy about it. Such small little things, actually. I do like it. Rounds them out very nicely. When you look at them, how they present themselves in the main story, like, oh, well, we all honor and stuff, and then, you know, fighting for what's right. And then you see them going like, yes, I got red. My post got read on a fucking radio show. Yes, yes, yes. I like it, very much so. Actually, this game does it really well. The whole rounding your characters out in a good way. Now, can I write more? Can I write about the shrink warp thingy, I wonder? Because apparently, in Japan, there are actually vending machines for smart magazines. Of course, you can't present them. That would be a bit of a problem. So they're actually, you know, in some shrink warp, so you can't actually see the cover. Yeah, no, I can't send it because that's actually a story of Curious, isn't it? Which one would go to that one would probably be a rather safe bet. The Man with a Stranger's Face, potentially. Man with a Bombback, I mean, it's kind of cute, but the taxing issue, yeah, we talked about taxation and I kind of argued for horrible things. I remember that one. Crosswords, that was the one. Oh yeah, that was the one where the man made a crossword puzzle, which when you solve it actually spells out "Will you marry me?" to his girlfriend, and his girlfriend completely missed the point because she couldn't solve the fucking crossword riddle. I remember that. That's a nice story. It should probably get us somewhere. Also, it was really fun to play that too. Honestly, some of these side stories in this game are really fucking fun. I mean, yes, you have to go again. Get used to it. Yes, a few nice words, and they just work. Now then, let us promptly jump 2 loading screens forward and 2 loading screens back. I'm relatively sure that's a winner. Maybe, if it's not a winner, then maybe the 10 million yen drug test thing? Just because of pure interest. That alone should get people interested. Maybe really the texting one. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. You, again. I don't know why you would start your letter with you, but, well, I guess that's cool. Cool kids talk like this, don't they? Yes, yes. Sure they do. I heard crossword puzzles are the thing these days. Yes, it was a very uncomfortable situation going there. I know what this is going to end up with, for fuck's sake. Yes, he's going to leave you with a fucking cliffhanger. Majima shows his evil side. Cliffhangers. What a royal pain. It's like when you watch a good series, you know, one that's just barely out, and, you know, you get 1 episode a week and it's like, well, that was interesting. Would really like to know how this fucking ends. And it's like, well, now wait fucking 7 days. When you're sitting like, why? Why time? Why do we have to work in such strange ways? It is a good idea in theory until you come to the point where the other party's like, I don't even want to play anymore because it's fucking hard to solve. Ah.
Congratulations! Hi.
And a looks gift. I mean, you know, at this point in time, 1,000,000 yen is basically nothing. We make like 20 million yens if we run the shop for 5 minutes, basically. So it's not much, but who is the sucker for prizes? Ah,
See you next time.
yes, yes. See you next time indeed. One more. And he still gets so happy about it. I like it. Then again, you know, in the grand scheme of things, how much money do we have at this point in time? We have like 172 million. And most of that I just made in like, what, maybe an hour's time or so? I'm pretty sure I talked most of the time about other nonsense, which enhances the time it actually took quite a bit. But realistically speaking, yeah, Majima can make an ass lot of money at this point. Pretty sure Kiro too. Actually, Kiro can make more. The real estate business really generates an ass lot of money. This one is another love story, the heart necklace fake. A pretty sweet one, and also with some danger because the guy almost gets murdered by the Chinese fakers. So that's kind of cute. Is it this one, the taxing one? 10 million drug test. I think that's all I'm. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think this is actually going to. It is a fun story with the Obatarian, but that's going to work. No, let's go for another hearts story. I think heart stories are a pretty good way. And then confessed all of it. And got like, well, no forgiveness after good old Majima revealed that he got almost, you know, a few fingers shorter for his effort. Come on, it's pretty much the last time. Yes, Team Majima, indeed. I mean, who wouldn't want to be on this one-eyed pirate's team? Look at him. Smug. Eye patch. Give him, you know, a saber and maybe a few flintlock pistols or something and he would make a pretty sweet pirate. Now I have to actually look up how Japanese pirates look. I'm pretty sure the Japanese, being an island-bound nation, had pirates. I mean, the idea of piracy is not really that difficult to come up with. It's like, yes, lots of water, lots of shipping in the, at least coastal areas. Means lots of riches. I'm sure there's. I'm going to look up some pictures. I'm sure there are going to be some. If I find some that look really, really nice, I'm going to put them on the Discord. Alright, I actually had a few other pictures I wanted to put there and I forgot. Good that my brain remembers just now. Brain, you work in mysterious ways sometimes. Really mysterious ways. Hello, it is me again. I know, very short cigarette break, but you have to excuse me, I need to catch that radio show. Again. Now then. Jesus Christ. Just for the way he scrambles the language, I really want to punch him in the face. That's like back in the 90s when some cool kids were throwing some random English into the sentences around here. I was... Jesus Christ. And some... No, actually, in most cases, it didn't even fit the sentence. It was just random gibberish, basically. Fuck's sake. Yeah, the 90s, good times. But some things, Jesus fucking Christ. Me? I knew it, love stories always fly. Once again we start with the yo. You leave out the best part. About how he actually went to the forgers, got accustomed because apparently the boss had forgotten to inform his underlings that a friend was coming. And so he got sat down on a chair and somebody played a nice little, you know, game where they move a knife between the fingers very fast, going like, you know, I could always just stop aiming between and could start aiming at your fingers. Until, you know, Majima showed up and goes like, what the fuck are you doing? And then we beat them up, and then the boss came in like, whoops, I forgot to tell them that we got customers coming. And everybody had a nice laugh. Apart from, you know, the guy who almost pissed himself and the guys I beat up. I'm pretty sure, actually, I beat them up with the chair standing around. Must have felt like a, you know, shit. Well, does anyone know what true love is like? Probably start a nice little radio broadcast of our own going like, yes, let us talk about the definition of true love in a very philosophical sense. Sometimes it's a sword that's worth its weight in gold, especially fool's gold. You're trying to be funny there, I see. I think true love is a triangular. Don't ask me how I know this. It just is. Aha! So, basically your idea is true love includes you and two other women. Or men, or whatever you're into. I see. That's one definition. And I guess you can't really have a threesome with just two. It's kinda how that works. But hey, if we start like this, why not go for, you know, true love as an octagon? There need to be at least, you know, a decent number of women available. I mean, you do hear that the harem system, at least for some parts of the world, kinda did work out, and that the girls inside that harem actually weren't that unhappy. I mean, there was a lot of, you know, bitching and moaning and infighting for top spot and stuff like that, but generally speaking, was a pretty cushy position to be in. You know. So I read at some point. Can't really comment because never had an harem. And honestly, from past memories of having a wife, now an ex-wife, it does tell me that just one woman can be quite the royal pain in the ass. Imagine having to deal with more of them. Seems impractical at best. Stop, Yoda. Still not looking nearly as green enough, but where? What is your point? Not guessed. Oh yeah, this is gonna be like with Kiri, isn't it? I know who that is. Is he gonna be... basically just whoop, around the corner. Oh, we have an opportunity to punch him in the face. Fast, do it. I'll cover you, Majima, with everything I have. And there's no punch. We got a bank case amulet out of it. Oh, that's actually pretty damn rare. All but 1 star. That's pretty damn sweet. Poor Majima. He has to stand in the background. And Yuda is still just, you know, just looking around the corner like, what the fuck is going on? Can somebody please explain? I'm scared. Nice. He's already gone again. She's acting like a freaky diva. Nice. Hey, this is what I mean. Those little side stories are really fun to play around with. Quite enjoyable, honestly. Yeah, I think we are officially out of time, aren't we? Yes, we are. Well, actually a bit over time, but shouldn't be a problem. For the moment, I will have to actually bid you adieu. have a good one and all of that, and thanks for dropping by. As for easily nameable ones, we have the Geisterbine. Thank you very much for dropping by. And for the not so easily nameable ones, the lurking kind, my kind of people actually, because I do tend to lurk more often than not. Do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for your job well done of finding this. Quite the act actually, I know. Don't forget, I'm not small, I'm just aerodynamic. Yes, yes. That's what makes it so hard to find. Yeah. That is the story we'll go with, and no one shall discredit it whatsoever. Well, no joking aside. Thanks once again, and do feel free to drop by again. As I kind of said, this will be the only stream today. I kind of wanted to do two, but circumstances prevent me because I kind of have to get going and do some real life nonsense to keep things running around. But, of course, we will be back tomorrow. As usual, we will be around once a day, of course. To please our cravings. Yes, yes. Mine and yours. And everyone's, as far as I'm concerned. Because, well, basically we are all that care and matter for this particular nonsense, aren't we? So yeah, tomorrow will be the normal evening stream, so basically starting a bit later than what we have now, as usual. And depending on how much time I actually find, it's either going to be the start of a newest project, or if time is not such a friendly mistress tomorrow, which is quite the option, then we'll probably gonna go for some maybe some Anno or maybe some more Armored Core. Honestly, Armored Core is pretty fun to play, but it hasn't really much of a binding story, so that's kinda leaves me with a lot of room to ramble, which is not bad, but I need to be in the mood for that. So yeah, do look forward to that. If you wish, that is. Don't really want to force people. Would rather like people to come of their very own accord. Because they enjoy what we're doing. Otherwise, you know, it's kind of pointless. To put it mildly. But yeah, that is that. Anything else I needed to mention? I don't think so. Let me take a quick look over my notes. No. And if anything else comes up, we can talk about it tomorrow, I guess. Well, technically speaking, if something else would come up, I would also go and put that nonsense on the daily Discord thingy. Well, if you're so inclined for that particular nonsense, you can go there. I will actually try to upload some nice pictures of Japanese pirates when I find some. Even better if I find some pictures of Majima looking like a pirate. Maybe I should Google that instead. I'm sure somebody already made all of the work, so I can just, you know, ice cold as I am, steal their work and use it for my own amusement, basically. But yeah, there's that, and yeah, that is all. So, nope, nothing else comes to mind. Once again, thank you very much, and bye-bye it is for now.